everyone, and welcome to Secondhand Blasters. This is Normatico speaking. Of those things that, I love a good deal. And I am here today with what I think was a good deal on what is essentially a cash grab on behalf of Hasbro with their Fortnite series. Now, I have been told, and I will admit, I do not play Fortnite very much. However, there are a couple of blasters that have been released where purple is supposed to be mythic, I guess, and yellow is supposed to be legendary. They released a couple in the same styles, such as the AR, I guess they call it the Scar. You see one in legendary yellow, and then you see one in purple. The rocket launcher, I know you can find it in legendary yellow, and then you can find it in the standard green. And then, of course, you have the six. Well, no, I don't think it's anyways, it's the It's the silenced pistol. Now, I personally have that one. I've been able to find that one, and it has a silencer attachment to it, which, why do you really need a silencer when it comes to a Nerf blaster? But whatever. I saw this one on shopgoodwill.com. It was $9. It's called the DPE. Now, I made the mistake when I purchased it thinking, oh, well, this is a different blaster. Let me go ahead and actually get it and see. But when I got the box, I quickly realized how I had been duped. Now, I'm not upset because I only paid $9.99 for this, and it does come with actually two blasters. I'm assuming that that's what DPE stands for, dual pistol. But it looks to be pretty much like the blaster minus the silencer. Now, this normally runs anywhere between $32 roughly and $35, right? Give or take. That is what I have seen it marketed as or priced as. I also have seen it as low as $23. So when I got it for $9.99, I wasn't that upset. Of course, then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm running out of wall space, and I basically now have three of the same blaster. At least that's what I think. But let's go and open the box here and see what we get. Of course, looking at the box outside, it is a closed box, which is different than what I've had recently. I've had a lot of open boxes. It does come with 12 of the Fortnite Elite darts, which is kind of nice because if this is the way that I think it is, these only hold 3 darts, much like the Mega Magnus and the as well as the Ultra 5. It is an internal clip blaster, which are kind of neat, but at the same time, that's very limiting in regards to how many rounds you can have. And one other thing I will say is that $34 or $31, even anything more than $20 is too much. You are paying the Epic Games tax. Let's go ahead and change angles here, and we will unbox and just see what is in this box.
Oh, what's in the box?
Now, one thing I will say about this box is that it is actually pretty sturdy and kind of nice looking. It does have the classic Nerf logo on it, as well as the Fortnite lettering. Let's go ahead and get this tape out here. And we should just be able to pull this out. Let's see here. Well, uh-oh. So this was purchased supposedly new in box, but I see that this has been tampered with. So it wasn't entirely new in box, but it does have everything in there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it has 12 darts. Hey, you know what? It saves me time. I don't have to cut these out. So we have instructions. This looks like it might have been a returned box item that they realized and went ahead and gave it to Goodwill. So, of course, you have your instructions here. It does tell you how to load up the 3 darts, cocking mechanism, and that's it. And the release button. So, that's actually pretty smooth. 1, 2, 3. Can't really overload this one, unfortunately. That's actually really smooth. Okay, so I do see a difference here between the one and this blaster. has this really ridiculous wannabe arc sight thing here, but it does have an actual End Strike Elite attachment here. So if you wanted to attach a barrel to it, I guess you could. You do have the cartoonishly large, which doesn't really work anything here, almost like a beaver tail. But yeah, I mean, I guess. Probably this one. Now that does bring me to one of the issues with the internal clips, is that if you don't load the darts correctly, it is easy for them to get stuck, but it's also easy for you to clear them. So that's it. It's pretty simple. So again, we have the same issue with loading these darts. Now, I do not have that problem, hopefully, with the Mega Magnus or the 5, but with this one, it wants to not load properly. Now, as usual with most Fortnite, with any Nerf blaster, you get the pretty side, and then you get the not so pretty side. For the price that you're paying for these blasters, it is a shame that they only paint the one side and leave that side blank. That's disappointing, especially since you're paying a premium. You're paying the Fortnite tax, so to speak. The least they could do is actually paint that. Now, I will say that you could see that the grip here, it does have a little bit of etching on it. That actually feels surprisingly comfortable, and you can see some damage marks here on the molding itself. That is intentional, and it looks really cool. So it kind of gives it that Fortnite feel. Now, the purpose of this, I guess, dual pistol, I'm supposing you can dual wield. Of course, dual wielding with these blasters is not going to be the easiest thing because, of course, then you're going to have to prime, and then shoot again, prime. So it's probably not going to be easy to dual wield them. We're going to go ahead and change views so you can see just what you would look like doing that. All right, so if you were to dual wield these, of course, you can go ahead and actually just shoot like that. Bam, bam. Then you have to prime, bam, bam, prime, bam, bam again. Now, as you can see, you have quite a bit of time to prime it. Even if you're skilled and you're able to cut that time in half, that leaves you a sitting duck, as opposed to one shot, bam, one shot, bam, one shot, bam. So you choose wisely how you want to wield these blasters. Of course, since you do get two, it's one of the things where if I actually had two children, I would buy this pack, give one to one child, give the other one to another child, and there you go, equality. That being said, with 3 shots in each blaster, that is going to get annoying really quick. Whether or not this is worth it is up to you. I personally think that the Mega Magnus is one of my favorite of the Mega lines. It's a great secondary blaster. It is pretty fun to use, and it shoots pretty well. With the Mega Magnus, I don't know if you're going to get as far as, say, a Centurion, but you're going to get pretty close with it. So that one was worth the price. These, I'm not entirely sure how far they're going to blast. I'm assuming that we'll get roughly what I got with the which is about 45 feet. But they are new in box. The was not. And I should say, they weren't new in box. They were just in a new box and were already opened. So we'll be able to see what the distance is on these later on. I'm actually going to run these through the chrono. It's not going to be worth it to actually show anything on screen here, but I will be posting those numbers in a slide here very shortly. just hold on tight, and then we'll be back with a range test and my final thoughts. Okay, so we're back, and it is a little bit dark outside here in Ohio tonight, so I'm not going to actually show you the range test itself. I just posted the results on the screen. As you can see, we maxed out at 75 feet using an angled shot, which you're not really going to normally do. The effective range was closer to 40 feet, with a straight shot hitting at 45. Of course, you have to account that the dart does drop down. It's the standard elite darts. So again, I'm going to stick with 40 feet being the effective range. So all in all, this blaster itself, it is an average blaster. It's nothing to write home about. You get no tactical rails on it, nothing on the top either. So could be a pass, to be honest with you, especially if you already own this one. I will be honest, if you don't own this one, then go ahead and get this one. Out of the two, this one did perform better than this one, even when you take off the actual silencer piece. The silencer piece, that's the only selling point about this blaster, really, but it does nothing to it. On the contrary, as well, anyone who knows anything about the Nerf blasters, these barrel extensions just cause it to shoot less. Well, I should say not less, but doesn't allow the darts to go as far. So again, would I actually take this onto a Nerf battle? Probably not really. If this is inside the house, absolutely. This is something for kids to play with. Again, it is marketed towards kids because Fortnite is a game for kids, not for the adult audience. But I might use this as a secondary blaster. But again, even as a secondary blaster, it is cartoonishly big, so it's kind of hard to put it anywhere unless you actually have a holster for it, which maybe if they made a holster for it, that would be better. And even then, with only 3 shots that you can get with this, I don't know how good of a secondary blaster it's going to be. So you got to pick your poisons here. And it's way too big to be a backup blaster. Absolutely not. And again, it's not powerful enough really to be even a primary blaster. So battle-wise, meh. But hey, the kids will love it, which that's what's important about this, right? It's all about having fun for the kids, and kids will enjoy it. They will be able to enjoy priming that back. You do have the attachment capabilities here for the end strike barrels. So, I mean, it's better than what some of the other Fortnite offerings are, at least in that sense. So, now regarding the chronograph tests, as you saw, we got 67 feet per second. That is significantly better than what I got with the blaster. The blaster with the actual barrel itself, I averaged about 60 feet per second. So again, that barrel does not do it any favors. Taking the barrel off, again, that does go up. I will say that what was not included in the actual chronograph test results is that these, I did fire some of the Elite 2.0 darts. Those tended to shoot a lot faster for some reason. I have always been I've always been a opponent of the Elite 2.0 darts. I've always thought that they were not as good as their counterparts, but I've been surprised by the latest batch that has been coming out. So maybe there's actually something to them. We'll see. I did not try it with any of the Dart Zone Max darts. I'm assuming that the Dart Zone Max darts will go significantly much faster. That's just Dart Zone darts. Everybody knows those are pretty much the best darts on the market right now. Now, again, is this worth it? If you want to spend $30, okay, I could think of other blasters you can get for right around that price range that you'd probably enjoy more. But if you're a big fan of Fortnite and you want to get 2 blasters at once, then go for it. You could definitely find these on sale on eBay for a lot less than that. But again, that's just me. I'm the thrifty nerfer type, and I do not pay full price for anything. So again, Thank you so much for watching. I do want to remind you all that I am running a contest, a giveaway, if you will, where once I get 100 subs, one of the lucky subs is actually going to win a free blaster. We have the Elite 2.0 Phoenix, we have the Elite Turbine CS18, also the 2.0 line, and I have a Zuru Crusher. I also have a couple of other Zuru blasters that are new in box right now. I don't have the exact names for them, but I can also add those to the list as well of possible blasters to give away, unless I review them first. Until next time, this has been Romatico. You've been watching Secondhand Blasters. Keep on blasted.